We're live here at the College Football Hall of Fame for SEC Media Days. For Bama Central, I'm Joe Gaither, and this is Theo Fernandez. We're wrapping up day number 2. And man, Theo, it was all of Alabama's rivals. Well, most of Alabama's rivals. Georgia led the way. Auburn was next up on the podium. Tennessee led the afternoon session. And while Texas isn't a rival, it is one of their chief competitors for the SEC championship this year. It was a really, really ancillary but Alabama-centric day. Kirby Smart really had some great comments about the upcoming game in Athens. Did you know, Theo, this will be the 4th time that Alabama and Georgia have played in Athens since 1995. 30 years, only 4 times in Athens. What was your biggest takeaway as it relates to the Crimson Tide?
Well, I'll raise you one on that note. Since Alabama played Georgia in Athens in 2015, the two teams have had 7 meetings. Just incredible how much they've faced without actually heading to Athens. And Kirby Smart actually said he wishes the game was played more in Athens. And I'm sure every supporter of these two teams wishes these teams faced more, because it's fireworks every time it happens, right? There's no such thing as a boring Alabama-Georgia game, always some kind of drama. And there is with all these teams, and Auburn is no exception, as we all know. And we talked to all the players, including Falk, their very, very good edge rusher, who is from Alabama, born and raised there, has been around the Iron Bowl
Never
for
beaten
as
Alabama.
long as he can remember. And he opened, after I asked him what it would mean to win, he said it would be like winning the Super Bowl. That reminds you of everything you need to know about that game.
Absolutely. Really, Hugh Freeze needed to have a very strong season, and he talked about winning close games. He'd like for the Iron Bowl to be at least close down there in the Plains, and it has been very, very close the last 2 times that Alabama has gone down to Jordan-Hare Stadium. I'm really looking forward to that game. Jackson Arnold said, as soon as he got to campus, all his teammates were talking about the Iron Bowl, and obviously all the Alabama fans remember Jackson Arnold running all over Alabama as the Oklahoma quarterback. He commented, I'm not quite sure that they were ready for that in the game plan, but that's what we got after that night. So I'm hoping to kind of bring at least some confidence into the program that Auburn can win that Iron Bowl.
Joe, I'm going to step in before we
Please.
change gears. I think my favorite thing that I've heard today, Hugh Freeze has a no red policy in Auburn facilities. If a player's caught wearing red, the whole team has to go and do backwards bear crawls. If you haven't done those, be glad, because they suck. They're annoying. I was a high school wrestler. I used to have to do them. They're not fun. And he said that players used to try and test limits, maybe this isn't red enough to get punished. And this year, no one's even dared to try. So they're serious about it. Look, there's no shortage of bad blood.
Is that red for Georgia? Because Alabama is crimson.
Well, so at least the way I understood it, I think both. Because remember, Hugh Freeze is 0-4 against Alabama and Georgia, which that's not going to fly with that fan base.
Absolutely. And so one more rival on deck, that one that Alabama has circled on the schedule this year. The Tennessee Volunteers are coming to Tuscaloosa. Josh Heupel, 2-0 in the last 2 games in Knoxville. 0-2, right? 0-3 for the last handful of games in Bryant-Denny Stadium, really in the most recent memory.
I think he's 2-2 for the career.
Okay, there we go. What is it, 17, 16, something odd years that they haven't won.
2003 is the last win in Tuscaloosa.
Wow.
I wasn't even born in 2003.
How old are you?
I'm 20 years old. I've never been alive for a Tennessee win in Tuscaloosa, and that was a focal point. They really want to end that drought this year.
So it's going to be a very, very interesting. Josh Heupel talking about Joe Aguilar and really putting on the front that there is a quarterback competition in Knoxville. But I think that's more of a coach speak from the podium. The Tennessee players were very media trained. Miles Kitselman, the former Alabama tight end, did not bite on really asking him about the rivalry game. He said, that's a long way away in the season, and we're focused on, I think it's Charleston Southern is their first game. The Tennessee players were very, very committed to not making any headlines today.
And we tried. We tried to get that clickbait headline, and it just did not work.
Absolutely. So we're live here in the College Football Hall of Fame. We've got 2 more days, and tomorrow, Alabama Day. The Crimson Tide kick-off festivities are tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. So keep up with us on BamaCentral.com, Alabama Crimson Tide on SI. We'll have 2 more days of coverage right here from the College Football Hall of Fame at the SEC Media Days.